Everybody, it's me, B Sparkly Rush, and I'm coming to you live from my craft room with Crafting with B. So today, it's not really a craft, but it is sort of a craft. So, it's kind of crafty if you want to think about it that way. I bought a pair of pants, and I'm going to tell you, these are so 80s retro. I love them. First of all, they're button fly. Okay, button fly pants. I love them. They're acid washed. I don't know if you can really tell, but they're blue, but they're like white, faded white, which, you know, there you go. But the one thing that they did not have any that didn't already come pre-ripped. I mean, like holes in them. I don't understand the concept of, if I want to have cold knees, I'll wear shorts. I will not wear pants with holes in them. So, I'm going to show y'all today how to patch your holes in your jeans that you have. I have them on both knees, and I have one up here a little bit higher. Patch your holes with your jeans without a sewing machine. A quick and easy way. All you're going to need is your holey jeans, some cute fabric, some Heat and Bond Ultra. It has to be Ultra. This is a permanent adhesive. Okay. And some scissors. And an iron and little ironing board. Okay. So we could probably pull out the old heat press back there, but I just don't really think that's necessary. So what we're going to do is I'm going to flip the camera around where you can see down on my table, and we will get to going and get my jeans looking all nice and warm and comfy so I can wear them this winter. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so we're back. So now what we're going to do, and I'm going to try and keep this as in camera as possible and not take up too much room. I'm sorry. You need less of me and more of that. Okay, first things you need to do is you need to turn your pants inside out and find your holes. So we're going to start with, there's a terrible glare. There we go. We're going to start with this side first. Okay, so you see it's got a nice little rip there. So then you're going to get your Heat and Bond Ultra, and you're not going to cover up the whole hole with the Heat and Bond Ultra because you'll wind up sealing up your hole if you do it that way. Heat and Bond is an iron-on adhesive, and it comes in a roll, and it's got little bumpies on one side and the wax paper on the other side. And you iron it down with the wax paper up, and then you peel the wax paper off, and you put whatever you're going to put on top of it, and then iron it down. So what we're going to do is, I could be all mathematical, and let me make sure I got my iron heating up. Yeah, okay. I could be all mathematical and measure this, but I'm not. I'm just going to cut, because you're not going to need a whole lot. You kind of need to see how high you need it to be. That's going to be good. Okay. Normally, I'm going to be honest with you, I would probably be a little bit more precise, but we're just whipping this thing together. Okay, you kind of see where you need to be here. And you're going to cut you some strips. Okay, and I want you to put that down like this, just to kind of see where you're at. You're going to need one for the other side, about the same length. Like this. Okay. You can actually pull that in a little closer if you want. Can y'all see what I'm doing? And then you're going to have to do some this way. So you're going to cut a piece to go at the top of the hole. You need to make sure you don't have any wrinkles. And you want it to kind of be touching. So I'll show you what we're going to do in a minute. And then you need a piece for down here at the bottom. Alright. I'm going to really quick iron this to get all the wrinkles out of it. Excuse me, I about ironed my chest there. This is not easily set up for my iron. You need to make sure you read the instructions correctly on the heat and bond to make sure that you're doing it right. And go from there. So the heat and bond, what did I do with the plastic wrap that it came with? I just had it. Oh, here it is. It says that you need to put your iron on to medium heat, no steam. So make sure you have your iron heated up to a medium heat, no steam. And I just realized y'all probably can't hear me good because my mic is all the way over there. So we're going to move it up over here. Okay. And pray it doesn't fall down. So we've got the irons ironed up. So now we're going to place this stuff down. So you've got to put it down, see where it's at, put it down, and you're going to make sure you don't have any, and you just kind of hold it on there. You don't have to hold it for too terribly long, and it's going to be hot, so you're going to need to let it cool for a little bit before you try to take it off. Okay, and now the next piece is one of the side pieces. And you want it to kind of touch this side over here. But you don't want to take your paper off, so you don't want it to overlap just right yet. So you're going to hold it down. Let me get this, move it out of the way a little bit so there's less of a glare. That might help. Okay. We're getting there. And then you do the other side. Hold it down and iron. Hold it down and iron. And then you've got your other piece you're going to put up here at the top. Like I said, you want to make sure that it's not necessarily touching. I didn't quite get that one the way I wanted it to. And you can keep these. I applique with my embroidery machine, and I use this Heat and Bond Ultra on that every so often as well. So these little scrap pieces work really good for, that's much better. They work really good for small pieces. So, you know, those little bitty pieces that you put on your appliques, I'll use it. It's not going to go to waste. Okay, let me get this last little bit ironed down, and then we'll get to the patching part. And who doesn't want a pair of pants with Mickey Mouse on them? Let's just be honest. Okay, now remember, you got to keep your iron out because we're fixing to iron the material on top. Now, I know what you're saying. But B, Sparkly Rush, what happens if the material starts to fray? And what you're putting on there, I'm sorry, I've got to turn a light on. It is dark in here. I've lost a light bulb up, so I can't see what I'm doing. And it's dark outside, so we're just pulling the paper off. And I don't know if you can see, but it leaves it a little shiny. You see the shiny part on there? That's the back side of the glue that we're fixing to glue down. See, it's shiny. You can see the shine. That is such a glare. Alright, so now we've got our Mickey Mouse material. I picked a beautiful gray Mickey Mouse. And Minnie's on there too. And you need, and this is, I made some purses with these on my embroidery machine and on an In the Hoop project. And so you just need to find you a piece of material that will fit in the hole and cover all your heat and bond. So I like to get my material going from one side of the leg to the other, and then I'll trim it when it's ironed down. So you get your scissors, and you cut up the hole like this. Okay, so you got a pretty good sized patch there. And you probably need to iron it and get all the wrinkles out of it as well. So we're just going to lightly press it, get some of the wrinkles out. Alright, so now you don't want to put it like this, because if you put it like this, the Mickey Mouses won't show. So you want to put it on the inside. And it doesn't need to be a tight fit, but just lay it over and make sure all your heat and bond is covered. And make sure you don't have any lumps in there. And it's going to give a little bit with your knees. So, you know, that's why I said you want it big enough that it's going to give a little bit. Alright. So now, what we do is we just iron it down. And it will stick to the other side of the heat and bond. This is a great way. I like Old Navy. Old Navy is a great place. I found that they have clothes that fit me, and but they change their style so often. And last year I had some of the cutest jeans, and this year they're all ankle jeans. Well, I don't want my ankles to get cold, but I can get them long, and they generally fit me well. Okay, but this time everything had holes in them, and I'm like, I thought that fashion went way, way, way far away. Okay, so you see, it's not quite stuck yet. You need to kind of just hold it down. I wasn't holding it down. Crank it up a little bit more. You don't use steam, and you just mash it down. And put a little bit of pressure on it. I know my arm is in the way, but you see I'm putting some pressure on it. Okay, then we're going to let that sit for a little bit. Yeah, it needs to, it's kind of like wet glue. You kind of need to let it sit for a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to let that sit, and we're going to work on our next one. This side has two, but we're going to do it the same way. We're going to do the bottom one first. Iron it out, make sure it's nice and straight. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit difficulter because it looks like it's stretched out a little bit there. Okay, and see, I can reuse this piece right here and put it right there. And then you cut off some strips for the sides. Look at there, that kind of fits like a puzzle piece, doesn't it? Because that's probably where it came from. Alright, I'm going to have to put it on this side though. And the other great thing about this is, see, I have these two skinny pieces now. I could put those two next to each other. And they will, something just dropped. And they will go together like peas and carrots, or what's the other one? Peas and carrots and mashed potatoes and gravy. And let me get one more little piece. Trim that up just a little bit. Perfect. So we've got that down, so let's go ahead and get this one ready to do. So we're just going to hold it down. And we're going to iron it down like we did before. Remember, try not to get it to stick to the paper. Bless you, Rosie. That was my dog down here. I don't know what she ate, but it's like, it must have had a bone in it or something. See, I had never heard her belch before, but... Okay. There you go. I got it a little overlap in there, and you're going to see why you don't want that. Because... first of all, if you're not careful, see, it didn't want to stick right here. I need to put that back down. There we go. You see, it kind of pulled that up with it. Ouch. Ooh, it's hot. Hot paper. But you got to be careful not to let your iron touch that, because then you'll get the sticky stuff on the bottom of your iron, and then that won't be good, will it? Alright, so here we are. Our second Jean is ready to go. Second side. So we got our material here. We're having a conversation going on in the other room. I feel my phone is texting. Somebody's texting me. Alright. So once again, it was like it was just made to go there. Okay, so it's going to fit nicely there. And then you reach it over. If you want to make sure all your Mickeys are facing the right way, if it's a directional fabric, you want to make sure it's facing the right way. And make sure all the adhesive is covered. And then you just hold it down. And Rosie is ready. She's telling me, it's time for dinner. Are you hungry, girl? Well, go tell Daddy. Hey, Daddy, feed me. Daddy will feed you. Daddy just walked by, so Daddy's going to go feed her. Okay, so So now we're going to let that one sit and get good and caught in there, hopefully. And then we'll come over here and check on this one. So, yeah, it's good and it's stuck now. So, we're going to take our scissors and we're going to trim off the part that's not stuck. And I did a pretty good job of having the adhesive down the rest of the way, so it should stick. I mean, there shouldn't be a whole lot to cut off. So if your hole gets bigger, you'll have plenty of material there to cover the hole. All right. This did not stick real good up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double stick it. I'm going to get some more heat bond. Here's some heat bond right here that we didn't use. We're going to put it down. Stick it down in there. This is called tacking. Sometimes it just takes a while to catch, and it's, you know, it's with denim. There you go. Denims can be a hard one sometimes. Okay, then you're just going to lift that up. It's hot, so you got to be careful. Put it back down, and then repress it. And just put that pressure on there. There we go. We're going to let that sit, and then we're going to come over here and check this leg and see how it did. Okay, so we're going to pull up the part that didn't stick, or the part that we didn't put the adhesive on. I say it didn't stick, it stuck. Try not to cut your jeans worse than they already are. And you could probably leave it, but I'm just thinking that's more stuff that we'll have to that's gonna shred, and you're gonna have all those little things itching you in your pants, and nobody wants that. Okay, so that's all done. So we're going to give it one final press, and then I've got another hole up here to do, but I'll do it I won't do it on the camera because I think y'all pretty much got the gist of it. Let me go back over here, and yeah, this one's stuck now. I'm going to just heat it up and put it down there. Boom, 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 boom. And then you get to see what it looks like on the inside. So I'm going to turn them inside out, right side out. And you'll see just how cute these little things are. Sorry about that. All right. Now, you really can't tell it's there, but it's there. See, there that is. There it is. Hey, Minnie. I've not ever had a pair of pants where they were, you know, distressed, other than the ones that were distressed, you know, that I made distressed. But anyhow, there they are. So if these things tear off or whatever, you can see that you'll have a Minnie Mouse under there. And you didn't have to pull out the sewing. I'm back. Sorry about that. That was exciting. My snowball microphone fell off the back of the table. So that was really good. So anyhow, so that's how you do your pants. You don't have to pull out a sewing machine to get it done. And it should stay. It may, if you know, if you dry it in the dryer, the stuff may get a little sticky and want to come loose. But all you have to do is just retouch it up with an iron and it'll stick right back down. So there you go. My little knees are going to be nice and warm come wintertime. So we will see you back next Tuesday when we are going to be doing another crafting with me and see what we're going to do. And so if you like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, tell me you liked it, and hit the little bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. But I'm trying to get them posted on Tuesday, but you know, life happens and it doesn't always happen when I want it to. So stay tuned and we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Oh, what? I can't get the thing to stop. Bye.